All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The next match is up. Two left tracks attacking against Golden Boys on the defense. Golden Boys, of course, trying to reclaim their clan honor here as their clanmates in Team Phalanx lost against two left tracks in the first round. Two left tracks running triple IS3s, an LTTB, and a Carnarvon, whereas Golden Boys are running an IS3, double T44s, WZ, and 53 TP. The same lineup they have been using from the very start. It looks like they have no other tanks by the looks of it. So we'll see how this goes. It's a very predictable lineup. It's very easy for the opponents to counterpick at this point because they know what they're going to be running. But we'll see how this goes. My money personally is on Golden Boys. That's who I'm rooting for because, you know, they're my clanmates. By the end of the day, Puffs is a good friend. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out on top. Here we go. So Puffs is going for spots in the middle. GoT is taking the superior middle spot position, clearly denying Puffs the middle position here. Puffs is backing off straight away. Noah, Sinzellian playing these positions here. Sinzellian, of course, playing the hull down. Noah watching the crossing for the high ground if the enemies tried to play that side. Nakeli and Hero playing the other side of the map are watching the one cap, which GoT is obviously overlooking and spotting the approach to. Puffs trying to spot this side, of course, screening the approach of all the heavies on his team. Sinzellian and Noah are leaving because they don't see anything on this side. GoT's trying to spot the south, but he doesn't see anything coming down through the south. I'm surprised they don't realize that it's going to be a two-cap push, which is the meta on this map and always has been. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Hero, of course, trying to cover. GoT trying to spot. Of course, confusing clan wars for team battles. Clan wars and skirms, the south side is always where you want to play on this map. However, in team battles, my preference has always been towards a two-cap. And this could be bad news. The entire enemy team has popped up right in front of Sinzellian and Noah. And they're turning around right now. And the T-44s are completely out of play. They've realized that there's no one on the other side because GoT spotted nothing on that end. Puffs has completely left this area. Ruffles obviously holding this corner. Rusty holding this corner. A very common position you'll see in tier 8 on this map. So we'll see how this goes. Pull and Surf are taking the high ground. If they don't get spotted taking that high ground, this could be bad news. Very bad news for Sinzellian and Noah, because I see a very big flanking maneuver possible here by going over the top and coming up behind, and the T-44s will not have the alpha damage to stop it. But we'll see how this goes. Ruffles and Rusty obviously being held up by Sinzellian and Noah. Sinzellian going for the climb, which is very interesting. T-44s are starting to flex back. They understand the positions that are at play here. Sinzellian making great use of map knowledge right here, but unfortunately taking a shot from Puffs in the process. Of course, this is the one risk of playing this tank in this position, is it's very cumbersome and very large tank. He needs to be more off to the right. There's Pull and Surf making the flank that we were speaking about. However, Hero and Noah, I believe it is. No, Hero and Nakeli have moved into positions to counter. So we'll see how this goes. Of course, Noah still holding this angle against the two tanks that we're playing here, but he can't quite get the spots on him. There we go. There's Rusty. Noah can't get the line of fire, which is a shame. GoT has completely flanked around, doing an old school strat of mine, playing in the enemy spawn, putting shots into the back, completely pinning the enemies in position. Now the only issue here is Pull and Surf are two heavy tanks. The only things holding them back is Hero and Nakeli, who are two mediums. Sinzellian can also get shots in, but it's a very risky position for him to be playing right now. He's turning around. Now, realistically, if the enemy's overpush right now, it might just be game, set, and match. Rusty and Ruffles going for the cap. Puffs also supporting. They're trying to pick off Noah, who's down to 800 HP already. 700 HP. HE shots coming in now. This is not good news because the two mediums are not going to be able to hold Surf. And actually, no, they might do because Surf's down to 200 HP, down to 29. Great focus fire here from Noah, Nakeli, and Hero. Down to 29 HP is Surf. He might go down soon. There we go. There he goes. Noah's probably about to go down next. So in return, this is a fair trade so far. Rusty's also one shot. Will Sinzellian get the kill on Rusty in time? There it is. And now Puffs is taking some damage. Ruffles is next to go down. I assume Noah goes down. Here we go. Sinzellian taking some shots from Puffs, but GoT manages to get back in time to help out. This is bad news. There goes Ruffles, but in return, Sinzellian will probably drop to Puffs. There goes GoT with his ram. And this is pretty much game, set, and match. GoT is about to take down Puffs. Will probably take one shot in return. There it is. And now Nakeli, Hero, and GoT can just clean up against Paul. Very well played by both teams. Fair trades on both sides. Just a tiny bit too slow from two left tracks. They needed to be a bit quicker on their pushes, in all fairness, and they bled too much once they did push, and they allowed GoT to come back into the play. Nakeli, of course, holding a very strong position here, still on full health, by the way, probably doing big damage. There goes GoT with another ram on Paul. GG, well played to both teams. A very entertaining and tense match right there. There we go. So, of course, two left tracks now on the defense. Golden Boys on the attack. There we go. So Surf is going up top in his Carnarvon. Could be a risky play if the enemies decide to push the other side, which it looks like they are doing. By the looks of it, GOAT's team are playing, the Golden Boys are playing down through the canyon or through the riverbed, heading for Cap 1. A very strong play in all fairness. Not my personal preference, but a very strong play nonetheless. GOAT spotting up Puffs and Rusty right there. Gets the initial intel. Of course, shots coming in from the back here. Ruffles playing in destructible buildings here. Questionable position. Paul playing up top here. Realistically, I probably would have put the Carnarvon back there because his gun would have made huge use of the gun depression angles there. Noah, Cinzellian, Hero, and Nakeli, of course, playing the middle. It looks like they're going to be taking the middle with Nakeli and Noah, and Hero and Cinzellian will probably play the holddowns at the back in the cap circle. Realistically, I would have probably taken a Carnarvon, but I'm assuming they're limited on tanks. GOAT once again going for the spots on Puffs and Rusty, keeping them there, keeping them lit so that we know what they're doing. Nakeli's taking the mid control, which is very important for this map. Noah clearly knows where he is going. He's a man on a mission going for the Foxtrot 7 corner, I hope. Let's see, someone just took a big hit. Puffs down on 786 HP. Surf down to 1,300. And now Cinzellian and I believe it is Hero are now in play. They now have Render. Will they spot Paul playing at the back there? Or will Paul spot them first and start doing some damage? Of course, Rusty, Puffs, and Surf are going to start putting pressure on GOAT. GOAT probably needs to get out of there now, in all fairness. Or if he can, pick off Puffs. Without taking any damage in return. Nakeli keeping the middle control there. Noah trying to push up. I probably wouldn't do this if I was Noah. Cinzellian sitting in the cap. Hero just sort of sitting out, doing not much in all fairness right now. It looks like Noah and Hero are going to try and flank around and clean out Paul's position. Ruffles has to drop down, of course, because he's been lit. Looks like someone's taking some hits. Surf is down to 1,144 HP. GOAT is still somehow surviving up top there. Looks like Hero is making the flank. Let's find out. Yes, he is. Hero is going for the flank maneuver against, I believe it is Paul, who is also playing with Ruffles now. And of course, this is a very bad position for GOAT, by the way, who is currently being YOLO'd by the IS-3 and the LTTB and the Carnarvon. GOAT should probably really get out there. He is overstaying his welcome. But he is keeping them lit. The entire team knows that they're out of play completely for a while. Hero just making good work of these bushes right here, putting some solid damage into Ruffles and Paul, who can't do much in return. Cinzellian down to a one-shot needs to play very carefully. I wouldn't have pushed up if I was him in all fairness. Down to a one-shot now on 52 HP. Got very lucky there. He needs to be very careful. Let's see what Nakeli's doing right now. No, of course, putting pressure. Hero going with pressure as well. Nakeli just got the side shots on these guys, preventing them from backing up. Any minute now, they're just going to get over-pushed by Hero and Noah. There goes Paul, and soon goes Ruffles, I assume. GOAT still somehow alive on this side. Puffs down on 500 HP, trying to pick off Cinzellian. However, GOAT is probably going to have something to say about that very soon. Nakeli now moving up. There goes Ruffles. Rusty trying to make a counterplay by flanking to force GOAT out of this position, but it's a tiny bit too little, too late now. Puffs down to a one-shot. Surf down to a two-shot. GOAT finally starts taking damage. Hero and Noah are in the play. Cinzellian playing it safe. There's a tiny bit of friendly ramming right there from Puffs and Rusty, of course, because they've been pinched into this corner. Surf about to go down next, down on 38 HP. Nakeli just committing now. The HP advantage is insane. It's 4.7k HP to 1.5. And now Rusty all alone against 5 tanks. Not a single target dropped right now. Shooting HE, by the way. There he goes. All his HP going down. GOAT again being trigger happy with the rams. They're doing it old school style. They're keeping him alive and everyone's ramming. There goes Noah. Barrel high in the air. Saluting. Ramming does 0 damage in return. There goes GOAT and Rusty. Eye for an eye right there. Done in spectacular style. A GG to the Golden Boys, who have come out on top and won the 3rd place.